Hi guys, little lady here. Right, so I'm starting this early because I want the filling to cool down so I can strip it off the bone. What I'm doing today is something I've been really excited to do for a little while, and it's a rabbit pie. So I'll bring it down and show you the ingredients. Right, so there's not many ingredients on this. I've got my rabbit, which the butcher kindly chopped up for us. And with that I've got a couple of stock cubes, a carrot, an onion and some parsley, and I'm going to do it with a suet pastry lid. So I need my plain flour, my suet, bit of water, got some salt and some pepper, still haven't gotten any black pepper yet, and I'm just going to serve that with some Cypress potatoes and maybe some peas. So let's get on with it. Right, so the first thing I've got some flour here, and I'm just going to add a little bit of salt to that and a bit of pepper. Mix that up a little bit. And I'm going to dust the rabbit in that and then fry it off just to get a little bit of colour on it. I've got my pan going. I need a little bit of oil in the pan, which I should have done first. Right, so then just a matter of doing that on all of them. This will help thicken off the gravy as well to go into the pie. I'm just going to do this in batches. All of the liver and everything I'm going to chop up separately and put that will give some lovely flavour to the gravy. Right, just going to Right, so I'm just going to continue with this until they're all lovely and brown. Right, so while the meat is browning off, I'm just going to chop up the carrot and the onion. I'm using the pressure cooker, but if you wanted to do it just in a pot, I would say about 2 hours simmering nice and gently on the stove top. Just rough. You see, I want this to really should have done this yesterday, but I forgot to take the rabbit out of the freezer, and then I would have let it cool overnight and then take it off the bone at that point. But like I say, I forgot to take it out of the freezer, so I'm just going to put that into there. I'm just going to chop the carrot up. So I'll just finish this off and then I'll come back. Right, so the last lot of rabbit is in the pan, and I've chopped up this carrot. That's just going to go straight in as well. I'm going to pop in these. I don't know how much water it's going to take because it'll have to go above all of the most of the rabbit. So I'd say probably about a pint of water, maybe it's a pint and a half. I'm just going to pop those in there. Must admit, growing up, this is one of my favourites. My nana never told us it was a rabbit, by the way. Not that it bothers me at all. But I really did love it. And this is the liver from the rabbit, so I'm just going to chop this up. This will just melt into the gravy. I know a lot of people aren't keen, but I must admit I love anything like this. This is But it's what I grew up with, so it's what I was used to, do you know what I mean? Now it'd have to be the suet pastry as well. So that can go straight in, and this will go straight in the sink. And I'll wash my hands. There we go. So I'm just going to bring this in a little bit closer. Bring these up a little bit. That's better. So that's all of the rabbit browned off nicely. I'll just bring you up and let you have a look. You can see that. Now it's just the matter of getting it in the pot with everything else. Any of the resting juices, yes, there's pink in there, but I've only browned them, I wasn't cooking them. It'll all cook in nicely. And then just going to fill it up with a bit of water. See, that's probably about a pint of water in there. I'm going to add a little bit of salt, because the only salt and pepper that I put in was in the flour. And a bit of pepper. Let's just give it a bit of a mix around. And that, guys, is the hard work done. So everything's in there now, and I'm going to put this on pressure cook for about an hour. Straight up a bit. So sealed, yep. Pressure cook. I want it on high to keep warm off, and I want it for about. Actually, do you know what I want to do? Oh, an hour and 15, and there we go. And once that's done, we'll take it out, let it cool, and then I'll bring you back when it's time to do the rest of it. Right, well, I'm off to work now, so I'll see you later, guys. Once again, guys, forgot an ingredient. Got some of these bacon bits. Now, I didn't know you could get these in Iceland, but it's the bacon and gammon misshapes. It was £1, which I didn't think was too bad. I was just going to get ordinary bacon because didn't have time to go to Aldi or Lidl's. Just because rabbit is such a lean meat, just wanted a little bit of fat in there. So I'm just going to do this. Just get that in the pot. I went down, made myself a cuppa, and I sat down and I thought, there's something just not right. And then I was like, what is it? So I went back to the fridge, and I'm looking through, and I went, the bacon. Completely forgot about the bacon. But like I say, because rabbit is so lean, you do need a little bit of fat in there. So I think I'll use about half a pack of this bacon misshapes. Yeah, I thought I'll have a coffee before I start work. And forgot a crucial part of the recipe. Right, just going to give that another bit of a stir. And get that back on. Right, so make sure I haven't forgotten anything else. So I'll see you later. Right guys, so that cooked on pressure cook for an hour and 15 minutes. And then it's just been cooling down all day. Now there's the actual gravy part of it. And here is all of the meat. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pick the bones out because I don't want the bones in the pie. My hand's going to get really messy on that. So what I'll do is I'll just do that and then I'll come back to you. Right, so that's all the bones, touch wood, that I've been able to get out of there. So I'll get rid of them. I'm just warming up the stock bit because I'm going to thicken it up before it goes into the pie. So I'll get rid of these and then we'll go and take a look at that. Right, so that's come up to the boil a little bit. I'm just going to add a little bit of gravy granules. This is the way that I'm playing it today. I feel it's starting to thicken up a little bit now. I mean, we don't want it too thick because we only have put a pie lid on this. Right, so me and Ian are going to be doing our shopping tonight instead of tomorrow morning because we're going to decorate this weekend. Been wanting it done before Christmas. We've never really had a chance to get on with it, so I'm going to do that this weekend. Right. So I'm just going to get the rest of the rabbit and I'm going to come back and we'll add it all together. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do is give it a little bit of a taste on here because there will be a bit of salt in the gravy granules. I think that should be fine. I'm just going to pop all of this in there without spilling if I can. I've tried to make sure I'm getting every bit of bone out, but I will tell Ian we'll have to be careful when we're eating it. There we go. I've put the cold mixture in there because I want to cool it down again. It doesn't have to be really cold, but I've missed one little bit. Fell on the floor. I think I'll put a bit more pepper in. Yeah. I love pies like this when you've got your pie filling, your pie crust and your gravy all in one. Taste it again. Lovely. Got some parsley there that I've just roughly chopped. Get a little bit of freshness through. Didn't like the look of that bit. Right, so I'm just going to leave that now. Ian's due in about 15 minutes time, so I'm just going to clear up, get all of the dishes done, and then once we go out, do some shopping, once we put it all away, we'll get back and finish off the pie. Right, so it's on with the pastry now. So I want 200 grams of plain flour. Back from shopping. And everything's all put away nicely. Ian's all excited. Wait till tomorrow morning when he gets up and I'll say, "Ah, well then, let's start painting."
And the week was going so well and I've just dropped the
scales on the floor. I can still see it. So that's 200 grams of plain flour and I want 100 grams of suet. And then just a bit of salt. And I've done that before I drop them off. Want a bit of salt in there. Right, and I'm just going to mix this up and get some water. Right, so I've just mixed that up there. Just
Put a bit of water in. So we'll make a pastry just like I did for the pudding. Just keep mixing it through until you get most of it up. A little bit more water, I think, before I get my hands in. Right. My hands are clean. I have washed them since I came back from shopping, so. Oh, it's taking up quite a bit of water, this. I can feel it now under my hands. So a few drops just to get up the last. I've just got the potatoes on to boil now. I'm going to use the little oven to bake this because it's only going to have a top crust. I don't need anything underneath to be cooked, so I'm just going to quickly wipe my hands and then we'll get on with putting the pie together. Right, so before I roll out the pastry, I'm just going to get the pie filling in. I'm not going to use all of this gravy in here. Leave some to go over the pie at the end with the potatoes. I must admit I've had a taste of this and it's absolutely gorgeous. Right, got my little man there. Little steam hole for the pie.
You need down to use that, haven't you?
I have. It just, do you know what it is? I bought it, right, because it reminds me so much of what my nana used to have when she, I mean, it was the same sort of thing, but, oh, just found a little bone.
Little blackbird.
Yeah. Well-filled pie, this one. Really excited about this. It's been a long time, hasn't it?
Long time. I think the last time I had that was when I was very young.
I remember buying a rabbit when me and you first got together, and didn't I put it, I went to stew it and I burnt it.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm just going to move this out the way and clear down a little bit, and then we'll roll out the pastry. Right, so I've cleared down a little bit, and I'm just going to start rolling this out. Get a little bit more flour. It is slightly sticky. Bit on this side. I'll try and keep it into a rough rectangle. So I'll probably bake this for about 180, probably for about 30 minutes, just to make sure that the filling's nice and hot and the pastry. Thing is about suet crust pastry like this is it's like, obviously it's just like a big dumpling, and it gets really nice and, I was going to say soggy, but that's not the right word, underneath, but nice and crisp on the top. About. Let's get me pan over, let's have a little look, see if that's going to fit. Yes. What I'll do is I'll just put that over there like that, get rid of this. here. A little bit of egg wash, just so it'll stick to the top. Could use water, could use milk. Whatever it is that you have. And then we'll just pop this on. Go through my little guy here. Thing is, this is a rustic pie, so I don't really care what it looks like. Will I cut the end bits off, or will I let them go crispy, these flappy bits?
I'd leave them on me.
Yeah. Right, just a little bit of egg wash on here. I wouldn't normally do this with the dumplings, but as it's a pie, we want it to look lovely, don't we? And appetising. Yeah. Could do with a new pastry brush. This isn't that great.
So that silicone one.
Yeah. Oh, it's probably just me, to be honest.
Scales now.
Yeah. I'd left the scales out before to use them, and then when we bought the shopping bag, Ian put them on top of the kasori, and it slid off and dropped on the floor.
They had rubber feet as well. I thought it was stuck.
I know, but accidents happen. It's not the end of the world. It's a pair of scales, not you.
Secretly wishing it was me. He's secretly wishing it was me.
I put you on top of the kasori, see if he'll stay there. Right, so I'm gonna, like I say, I'm gonna put this in the mini oven and give it 30 minutes at 180, and then we'll have it. I'm not sure whether we're gonna actually I should stop saying all the time. I've noticed I'm doing that. I'm not sure whether we're gonna have some peas, but if we do, it'll all be done at the same time. So we'll see you in a bit, guys. Right, it's out the oven. It's been out for about 10 minutes.
Maybe a bit longer.
Yeah. We've got the new potatoes there. We can't be bothered with peas tonight, so we just really want the rabbit pie, don't we? Not even that bothered about the potatoes, to be honest.
Thank you, mother, for the rabbit.
So, this is going to be our tea, not just tonight, but Sunday as well. Once it's cooled right down, it'll go in the fridge, and then I'll warm it back up on Sunday.
Oh.
Look at the sound of that. Actually, do you know what? I need a...
You're going to get a knife?
Yeah, I do. There it is. Little bit of overhang on there.
Oh, yes.
What I'll do is I'll just snap that bit off. Oh.
Look at that. Oh.
Just going to put that over there for 1 second. Get some of this filling out. And then just put that back over the top so it tastes nice and stays nice and crispy. And there we go, rabbit pie. So I think we all know what time it is now.
It's triple tea time.
So we'll be back in 2 seconds.
Right, guys, I'm already in my PJs, ready to go. Right, the last time I had a rabbit pie, I was probably about 11 or 12, Nana and Grandad's. So this is bringing back a lot of memories. The smell, it's just like, it takes me straight back. So I'm gonna go to the main event. I'm gonna try some of this with the suet topping, all as one. The full Monty. Just gonna try this. No. Man, that's good. Seriously. I'm like a kid again after. That just tastes exactly the same. Rabbit,
Is amazing.
beautiful.
I still don't understand how it's gone out of favour, to be honest.
Well, the thing is,
It's not the cheapest of meats.
I think nowadays, back in our day, it was a cheap piece of meat.
Yeah, it was cheaper than chicken.
And there wasn't so much attachment as a pet for rabbits back in them days, was there?
No.
But this is a proper childhood memory thing for me. That and rabbit stew. Oof. Honestly, suet topping. That is absolutely delicious. You can try a bit of the potato, and it gives the gravy. Obviously, it makes its own sort of gravy. Well, it's got that, you know, like when you do like the liver gravy, it's got its own.
Yes.
It's like its own unique flavour.
I did put a few gravy granulars in just to thicken it slightly, but I didn't want it too thick.
That is absolutely banging. I'm going to finish that off once this is off camera because that is delicioso. Okay, so a lot of you might not think about buying rabbit, but I would give that a go at least once just to try it, because it really is a delicious meat. And with the suet topping, a couple of potatoes, you're laughing. So anyway, right, waffling on. So again, everybody, thanks very much for all your likes and shares, comments, and your recipe ideas. As always, really appreciated.
Definitely.
Really helps us, especially the likes and stuff like that, and the new recipe ideas which we take on board. It's coming up, right, we're in December now, so be starting doing I don't think I'll be doing any Christmas ones next week, but the week after the actual Christmas week, I think I might be doing a few videos.
Yeah, because you're off work though, aren't you?
Yes.
So I'm doing the Christmas prep part 2
You're doing that one next week.
next week.
But I ain't going to do mine until the actual week of Christmas, I don't think. You know, like the mince pies, because you don't want to be doing them now.
No.
But anyway, again, thanks very much everybody for watching, and we'll catch you guys very, very soon.
See you later, guys.
See you, bye for now.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.